Hi guys, and welcome back to the Come Up Japan. Today has been crazy. I've been filming, uploading, editing all day long. This is the third video I've shot today, but this is one of the most important videos I've shot. I know I say that about every video. This is important. This is kind of the grand opening of my channel. After this, I'm gonna let all of you know what's been going on. Let's go on and get into this and get through it. Um, this video is going to be, a lot about the first video and then just kind of like an overview looking back at kind of where I am now compared to where I was before. For one thing, like I said, we're going to start talking about the first video, the pilot. There is a reason things got so bad. I'm going to talk about leading up to the night. And when I say the night, this is the night before I recorded the first video when things are really bad. So I was in my room for over 20 days before that. And what I mean by that is I was either in class, in my room, asleep, like maybe on the phone with my girlfriend, like in my room, but like I was like in my room or in class, and like that was it. Like I wasn't going out, I wasn't like doing anything. I was just doing that. So in my room, I would be like job searching, constantly. It wasn't even like a homework thing. I would just be like job searching, trying to find ways to make money, because my partner was working, so I wanted to work too. Like that was what I was doing, for her, because she was trying to come here, so I didn't want her to have to pay for everything. So I was like constantly every day, like after class, on the weekends, like job searching, on the internet. So a little side note, the reason I was doing that is because since I'm not a citizen of Japan, I can't legally work for a Japanese country, just for Japanese company, sorry, in the country. But I'm only legally allowed to work online for like the first 2 months I'm here, so that's why I was trying to do that. There's a thing where like, literally it was like the noise that came from people having fun was like a problem for me. So like every night people would be like going out and stuff like that and having fun or just hanging out in the lounge. I mean, people bought a bunch of video games and stuff like that to play in the lounge. And it's like I would be hearing like all the fun people were having, and like I would have to like mute my phone, so I'd like be like in a call with my partner or something like that. And so it was like even like all that fun that was going on, like the real study abroad experience is like my enemy at the time. I'm just trying to get you into my mindset right now with this stuff. So then there's like a meal plan. After a certain amount of time, I actually got a meal plan. But what they did is they gave us cash. They didn't give us like a meal plan card. And so I was like, well, I've been, struggling to find work. This is money right here. There's no way I'm gonna spend this. So instead of like eating with the meal plan and getting like readily prepared foods and stuff like that, I've been going to the grocery store, like figuring out how to eat for like $50 a week. So at a certain point, I was eating like rice for like every meal. It was like rice with a certain type of meat, rice with another type of meat, like maybe like two little pieces of ham or something in there, like a few slices of pepperoni in there. So I was doing that. I mean, like I was dedicating everything. I was putting everything into this, and that's because that's what I do. That part of that, I don't think is bad really, because when it comes to someone I love, especially someone I love like that, I'll always be willing to do that. And at the end of the day, that's the most effective I can be, is when I concentrate everything into doing something like that. Like I concentrate everything into, you know, finding a job so I can get money so I can help her pay for something. So I can help her pay to come here. So I was definitely willing to do that work. I'm not saying like that was like a bad thing. I'm not blaming anyone for that. I'm just trying to get you into my mindset at that moment. So then this is getting closer. There were two talks about what I had done. The first talk wasn't so bad. So I didn't realize how bad it was. I didn't realize how much she was affected by it, was going to be affected by it, was going to continue to be eaten up by it. Second talk was bad. And it was completely unexpected. I had no earthly idea like this was gonna bother her so much, and I had broken both of our hearts. I didn't care so much about mine. It didn't help that I broken my heart too, but that my heart got broken as well. But I broke her heart, and for me, that's the worst thing anyone could do. In my book, is hurt my partner. That's the worst thing anyone can do. and I did that. So like just try to imagine the angriest you've ever been at someone in your entire life. Like that's how I felt about myself in that moment. That's where my mind was. And then my heart had gotten broken because that's when I told her my plans to return. My original plan was to study abroad for a year, and I was just telling her I was going to be coming home a whole semester early. But because of what I had done, that wasn't really good news anymore. You know, like that was overshadowed by all the bad stuff I had just brought up. And so like I said, I mainly care that I broke her heart, but that certainly didn't help. So the night that things got really bad, it started with the second talk, and the second talk went really late. So I mean, maybe like 2, 3 in the morning, um, and we couldn't really finish it because she had to go to work. You know, you couldn't avoid that. And so, like I said, all that stuff that happened leading up to it, and then I forgot another thing. My friends were angry at me because I depend on everyone too much, and so like I felt like wow, now I had just lost like everyone, like I would really messed everything up, and so she had to go to work. It was already late, and so I was in this state of mind. I was so low. I hated myself so much. I hated myself so much. I was so angry. And so I just stayed up for the rest of the night, like beating myself up. I did the thing like with the ledge, you know, the carving, stuff like that. Um, and then I had, you know, planned to call her. We had planned to call in the morning for me, after work for her. And so, you know, I had kind of started picking myself up just a little bit to get prepared for the call, you know, prepare what I was going to say. And then the time came and like the call didn't happen. And oh my, I went right back into it. I went right back into it. I mean, just the beating, and I hated myself so much because that I had done all of that. I had hurt the person I love more than anything. And that's the worst thing you can do to me, and I did it. God, I hated myself so much. I hated myself almost as much as I loved her, and that's a lot. All right, so now we're gonna get into logistics. Because the reason I haven't let you guys see this channel is because some of you like really care about me, and some of you would have been really worried after you saw what you saw, and so I wanted to explain some of that stuff in this video. One, I would not have killed myself. I don't know if it's because I'm like a coward or whatever, or I think it's honestly because my mother did a good job of instilling one thing. I'm not a very religious person, but I'm definitely afraid to go to hell, and I definitely remember her saying, "If you kill yourself, you're going to hell." So that's probably why I won't kill myself. Why, sorry, wouldn't have killed myself. I won't kill myself now because I'm never gonna let myself get that low again. Learning how to love myself. But I would not have killed myself. The ledge I was on was maybe 3 stories off the ground. To kill myself, I would have had to like jump head first, like not overcorrect. Like I wasn't gonna kill myself. I was also like holding on like very tight. What I was doing is I was crying out for help. I think what I really wanted is for someone to like come see me, come get me down, come talk me down, come tell me everything was okay, because that's what I depend on. I depend on my worth, on getting my worth from others. That's what I was dependent on. I wasn't giving myself worth. And so now I'm going to get into why I didn't get help. At first, I didn't get help because I was punishing myself. I hated myself. I was a monster at that time. So the last thing I thought that I deserved was help. I knew that even though my partner was angry at me, my friends may have been angry at me, I knew I could have gone to my family members. I knew which family members I could have gone to, like at any time for anything. And at first it really was punishment. I was just like, you don't deserve it. You don't even deserve to live. Like you think you deserve help, you deserve comfort after what you did to her. Like this is like my internal monologue. I mean, just think about the message that was in my hand. That's where my mind was right then. And then I very unexpectedly, you know, I guess it started with the movie. I very unexpectedly started the YouTube channel, and I mean, this was so unexpected. It's still hard for me to believe I have a YouTube channel and there are like videos on it right now. But it gave me something to look forward to, you know, something to work towards, because before I just lost everything. All I was working towards was getting to my partner, and like I was losing my partner. I didn't think I was actually gonna like lose my partner at that point, but I knew I had broken her heart, and I knew like there's no more excitement like around me getting to her, and I had my friends, like I said, I had made them angry, so I felt like I'd lost everything. Like I didn't have anything to work towards, you know. Um, I was also trying to make up for things at this point, and like it seemed like nothing was working. So also added to the feeling of hopelessness. But I could work towards the videos. You know, I made the video, and it felt like I'd been like feeling like I wasn't like in my body, like my soul had like left or something the whole time. Like it was like being light, like floating kind of, but like dreadfully, kind of like like I was like a ghost or something. It was, but I made the video and I felt like a human again. And so it gave me something to look forward to, and I saw that I could get through this myself. And I saw that I needed to stop depending on people. Because that's why I was in the situation. That's why my friends were angry at me, and that's why I had tanked this relationship. Is because I was so dependent on my partner. You know, I talked about this in another video. Yeah, this is gonna be very outlined in the relationship video, but you know, I really put so much weight onto her because she was the one who was closest to me. I do that to people who are close to me. I put my weight on them. Like I said, that's what I depend on. It's other people. I don't do for myself. I give of myself because I don't care about myself, and I let other people support me. But I don't support those who support me. I didn't support those who are closest to me. I put weight on those people. So my friends, I put weight on. Her, I put so much weight on. I really did. I tanked it, and so I was like, I need to stop this. It wasn't punishment anymore. It was I want to know how to get through this. I want to be a stronger person. I don't want to have to depend on anyone anymore. Also, I have really big dreams and aspirations. I need to be a stronger person so I can accomplish what I want to in life. For that reason, you know, not just so I can have what I want. Like, yeah, I would love if that, you know, got me my partner back, or you know, in the future, like maybe another partner, another great partner who's like really seriously worth having, worth loving. But I got dreams and aspirations. I have to be strong enough to reach those. I can't crumble because I can't figure out how to love myself. Like I can't afford that. And so that's why I didn't tell you guys about this. That's why I wanted to get through it myself. And I have come a very long way. I like I said, I didn't want to talk to you guys. I tried very hard to avoid contact because I knew this situation would come up. Someone would ask how are things going with your partner, and it would come out, and then I'd be comforted. I didn't want that. I wanted to get through this. I didn't want to put any weight on you guys. And I've come a long way since then. It's been really fast. I can't believe where I am looking back just pretty much at what was a week ago. I cannot believe where I am now. You know, I couldn't sit down a week ago without falling apart, without beating myself, going into fits of self hatred. I couldn't close my eyes. I couldn't, like, I would just think about how much I had messed everything up, how awful I was. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't laugh. I couldn't do any of that a week ago. So already, like, I'm so much better now. Like, I talked to my mother, um, you know, earlier today, and I was able to, you know, talk to her, like laugh a little bit, smile a little. Like she even brought up my partner. I didn't tell her, you know, what had actually happened. I said wait to watch the videos, but I can see her name written down now, and it doesn't tear me apart. You know, I've come a long way in a very short period of time, and I'm on the way up, and I'm not ever gonna go back down there. So I kind of want to make this video to be like, hey guys, don't worry. You know, like if there was time to be worried, it was a week ago. There's been a week of me pulling myself up out of that hole since then. You don't have to worry. I'm okay. I'm sure a lot of you are gonna want to talk to me after this. I understand that, but just know that I'm okay. Um, this doesn't mean everything is better. This doesn't mean I'm where I'm going to be. Um, Let me get this. All right, actually, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna. Can I turn this over? I can. All right. So up here, I don't know if you can really see that. I may take a picture of it later, but this is where I keep my watch that my partner gave me, and then a program with that she signed. Let me put this back down now. This way. So, I got this to say this is the watch that she got me, and I used to wear it every day, every day, all night. I would take it off if I was going to the shower. I would wear it if I was even going to play football. I would wear it until I got there, take it off, and then even if I was sweating the way home, I would carry it in my hand. I would always have this on. I don't wear this anymore because at this point I don't deserve it. And so it was in the first few videos when we were still together, but at this point, the watch symbolizes, I guess, love. And right now, I'm not gonna wear it again until I love myself. I can't wear it now. I like myself a lot more now. It's a huge difference. There's a big spectrum between I hate myself and I love myself. There's like a huge spectrum. So, I hate myself. I was like all over there. Now I'm a little closer. But, I'm not over here. I'm not to I love myself yet. So when I love myself, the watch goes back on. When I love myself, I think a lot of things will be very different. I will be definitely looking to do a lot in that time. Not going to speak too much on it now. But yeah, it's going to be a good time. Wow, I'm smiling. I guess I look forward to that. Yeah, so I'm in a much different place now. I can't believe what's happened in this week. It's been crazy. It's been crazy, really. It's been a wild ride. But yeah, the videos are there now. I'm opening up the channel so you guys can take a look for yourselves, kind of see what's been happening over the days, over this week, and I guess this is I can't believe it's a week. It's just like the end of a whole chapter for me. So I guess it's not going to be so much about relationship stuff after this. It's just going to be about self-growth and Japan. So, until next week, until the next chapter, thank you guys for watching. This may be like the second video you're watching. Go back and watch the others. But, yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.